Alright, TV friends, so we have here Mr. Marco Solomon, the head trainer of Cherry Mobile, to give us a quick demo of the new phone that Cherry Mobile unveiled today. So it's a Cherry Mobile Omega HD. So, sige sir, take it away.
Alright, so thank you Mark. So good afternoon everyone. So as you can see here, on my right is the newly unveiled Omega HD. So we're proud to say that this is our very first 720p smartphone. It runs on Android 4.1 Jelly Bean. Alright, and basically what makes this unique is our Dragon Trail screen. Alright, so for those people who are not really familiar with it, Dragon Trail is made by Asahi, Japan. So what makes it good is it makes the screen scratch resistant.
Yeah.
Alright, so let me try to show you. Aside from its Dragon Trail screen, it has an IPS panel. Alright, so let me try to compare it with
this is the older
exactly
predecessor.
This is the first Omega. Alright, so this one has a 5.2-inch screen, but as you can see, the
older one is bigger than
it is bigger, it is wider, but as you can see here, the resolution of the Omega HD is way better. Alright, it packs more pixels, the quality is way better.
Even the viewing angles,
exactly, yeah. Because the new Omega is has IPS, so definitely they should give us a better viewing angle compared to the older Omega. Alright.
I heard sir yung Dragon Trail sobrang scratch resistant niya or very shatterproof ba siya or
not really to the level of shatterproof, but it should, like, you know, prevent
it should withstand
casual scratches. For example, if you're a person who doesn't really put screen protectors and then you put it along with your purse, you know, you got your coins, you got your keys and stuff, right? It should protect those hairline scratches that most of people, you know, we tend to avoid in our devices, as we all know, right?
Alright.
So there.
Sir, can you talk about the technical specifications like the processor, the RAM? Alam mo sir, laging question yan, yung RAM, 1GB na ba?
Alright,
concern
yeah.
yan ng tao.
Exactly.
Ayaw nila hataan ng 512.
You know, here in Cherry Mobile, we're pretty much aware of the clamor of the people. A lot of people are saying that we should release 1 gigabyte memory phone. So I guess this is our answer to that clamor. This is actually our second smartphone that comes with a 1 gig of RAM. The first one was Titan TV. But the Omega HD, aside from the 1 gig of RAM, it has way better specs.
Alright, so I think it's really nicer that you now have 1 gigabyte of RAM. So it means more efficient multitasking.
Definitely.
Yes, than the 512 obviously.
Exactly. And then not to mention that this Omega HD runs on Android Jelly Bean, so you should be getting the smooth, the buttery feel that most Jelly Bean devices has to offer.
The older ones sir came with ice cream sandwich, but una sir?
Actually no, the first Omega runs on Jelly Bean already. So both are actually running the same version, 4.1.1, but since the new Omega has better hardware, so you should expect better performance as well.
Alright, so now sir, can you talk about the processor?
Sure, absolutely. Speaking of hardware, aside from the RAM, the Omega runs on dual-core MTK 6577.
This is MediaTek.
It's a MediaTek processor. Actually, it's the same thing as on the first Omega. So we just bumped the memory on this one to give a better experience when it comes to multitasking. This one has a 4 gig internal ROM. The usable is somewhere around 2.8 gig. All right. And aside from those features, actually what makes this on top of all of our phones now would be its camera module. So let me try to focus it here. So as you can see, the older Omega has a 5 megapixel autofocus camera, while the newer one, you can see it's considerably thicker, the sensor I mean, and it has a 12 megapixel autofocus with backside illumination technology.
And the back is sexier talaga. Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. It's way sleeker, sexier than
this one is matte.
This is matte.
This one is glossy.
This is a glossy, exactly.
That's nice.
All right. Now,
how about the video recording, sir?
Yeah, both phones can record up to 720p video. All right. And so far with our test, the new Omega HD can also handle 1080p video playback.
That's good.
So yeah.
But I think talaga sir, aside from the resolution, what makes this one special is the back side illuminated sensor. Right?
Exactly.
Can you talk a bit
Sure,
more
not a
about
problem. With regular smartphones, just like most of the phones that we commonly see now, so whenever you take a photo in a low light condition, you expect a not so good photo, right? But with a BSI technology, you expect to get better photos in low light conditions.
And that's also one of the main differences between the two, because the first one didn't have that.
This one has a regular 5 megapixel sensor, while this one has a 12 megapixel sensor with BSI.
And even the front camera.
Exactly,
sir.
yeah. Even the front camera.
The front camera is ilang megapixel ba to, sir?
Okay.
Yung bago.
The Omega HD has a 2 megapixel BSI camera, while the older one has a VGA. A regular
talagang
sensor.
malaki ang difference.
Exactly, yeah. So I would really recommend Omega HD, not just for shooting fanatics, but even for video calls, because it has better resolution. It has BSI, so you should expect a better video capture whenever you use the front camera.
Oh, that's good. How about the storage space? Kasi you have a good camera, you have a good video recorder.
Exactly. For the storage, to keep the price down, the built-in storage for this one is 4 gig. All right, and the usable space is around 2.8.
Yes, sir.
But anyone can just pop in up to 32 gig of micro SD.
May free bang micro SD in the package, sir?
For this particular unit, we don't have a promo yet. But we can probably think about
sana
it.
eventually.
Sure, yeah,
But siguro rin just
Suggestion.
to keep the price down, you did that, di ba?
Exactly.
And siguro sir, alam mo naman pag Android, isa talaga sa main concern is the battery life.
Yeah.
Di ba? Yan talaga yung mulat sa full. What can you say about the battery life?
The battery of the new Omega HD is a 2100 milliampere hour.
Compared to the first one.
The first
which
one
is-
has a 2300 milliamperes. It's not really that different. So far in our test, the newer Omega HD can last for more than a day, like a day and a half. Under
Which I
normal
think naman
usage.
is enough kasi
I guess so.
you just need time lang naman talaga to charge it again.
Exactly.
Wag naman yung half day.
Exactly, and
Because-
I guess for most Android users, they should be pretty much aware of how they use their devices, right?
Yeah.
Turn off the Wi-Fi when they're not using it. Turn off the other things. Lower the screen brightness. I guess those things.
So who do you think this phone is for, sir? Sino bang mga dapat mag-check out ng Cherry Mobile Omega HD?
Well, I guess personally, most people who would upgrade to this phone are the ones who are owning Cherry Mobile phones already. Probably
Alright.
those who have purchased Flare before, or even the.
Because
first
compared to
Omega.
Flare, this is really a major improvement.
It is.
Talagang major tawag dito, and improvement. Di ba? Parang-
Exactly, in everything. Because for Flare, it has a 4.0 screen, it has ICS, it has dual core processor, but it has 512 MB of RAM. So compared to this one has dual core processor, 1 gig of RAM, and way better screen resolution and way better camera.
And looks better as well.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, Sir Marco.
Sure, not a
So
problem.
that's Cherry Mobile Omega HD. Thumbs up.
Right.